And we are back. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully everybody's having a good one. Welcome back to more Streams with Bike. Alright, so that's good to go. Alright. Slowly turn that down. And then we will shuffle the playlist. Hopefully, you guys are doing well tonight. I like to go around and just kind of like, you know, every once in a while, just check out the names. Oh, Wraith. Hey. Alright, so we made some changes to the build last night. I might move past the Siphon of Anguish. What else could I take? We're at 50, 42, 80, so we don't have enough for Red Rain. I do have some 2 LP Flames of Midnight, now that we actually got some more health. Okay, that's a decent amount of health. Do we have... Okay. Let's do this. And then we got to work on Brewmasters. Let's take a look at the belts. Not belts, rings. Let's look for strength. Want one with good strength. Some got health, strength, physical. Oh, okay. I mean, this is a pretty decent ring. I could use this. I could make a copy of this, but this is actually like one of those rings that you kind of hold on to, duplicate it, use 2 of them. Okay. Yeah, so honestly, I would prefer strength, T7, and health. Like, if we can get 2 different forms of health. Let's just go for it. Okay, that's good. That's good. I mean, this is acceptable. Crit. Let's just put crit chance on here. So crit. Let's just seal that because we know we can. Let's roll this into something else. This could be a lot of fortune potential, so wish me luck. Health regen, a very useless affix. Oh. 61 is literally the lowest, so not a good ring. Let's try this. Let's try health. All right, let's do some health. We're about to do some slams. No, not good. So far, I think this is probably our best shot, but it's just the fact that it's a 14, you know? But I was able to get T7 strength, health. And then I got that T2 healing effectiveness staring at me in the face. You know, just one of those things. I like that one's fine. Again, another quasi brick. This could prove that's gonna take a lot of crafting. How much forging potential? 42. It's good, but I don't know if it's good enough. All right, yeah, let's stick with this. So we're gonna give up T7 health. Potentially. We'll see what we get on the slam. So let's start off with the first slam of the day, and then we'll go do like some belt stuff. Oh yeah, I wasn't attacking like I should have been. I was just like, oh hi, how's it going? How's the family? How you doing? Welcome back to another episode of Slams with Bike. We have this 2 LP Flames of Midnight, and we have this. I prefer strength and health, any kind of health, not healing effectiveness. But we all know what's going to happen now, right? Let's go. Okay, I got health. This has been Slams with Bike. Thank you. Thank you so much for the likes over on YouTube, guys. How are you guys doing? Okay. I would prefer the other health, but I mean, health is health. Okay, not too bad. And now we got some strength, right? Now we got some armor compared to before. Right? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, let's go farm some belts. We're gonna need one of these, so let's do that. How you guys doing on this fine Saturday? Doing well. How about yourself? Well, you see, Peter, that's me. After the stream yesterday, was playing Hunt Showdown with his buddies and started sampling the Irish whiskey. Well, needless to say, Peter had a great night, but now Peter today has been not had a strong desire to do much of anything. That's how I know I've had too much. For the most part, I'm fine if I, have some drinks the night before. But there comes a threshold where the next day, I feel fine. I just don't have any desire to do anything. That's how I know I've, had a few one too many. Beyond that, I'm doing okay. Yeah, so anything fun going on this weekend? Yeah, last night. Yes, sir. What's good, G-Bunny? How you doing? Welcome on in, man. Any upgrades for the build yet? You were here for most of yesterday's stream, right, G? We did one slam. We now got this. I mean, it you could call it an upgrade. It's a bit of a different direction, if you would call it that. But I needed more armor. The best upgrade we can get right now would probably be a Shatter Chains with Health and Cleanse. But since this is kind of hard to get, a 2LP Shatter Chains, I'm going for a Brewmaster's Buckle. Hey, what's going on, Savicus? It's going all right, man. What about you? Welcome on in. Gotcha, yeah. Wait, do they have, like, critical strike avoidance? I haven't slept yet. The daytime and night's been messing with me for the past week. Oh, is that something going on in your neck of the woods, Saphicus? No pun intended. Are the days like extra long because of the summer months? Hey, what about you, G Money? What have you been up to, man? We finally get first sunless night next weekend. Oh, okay, okay. Is that pretty common where you're at, Saphicus? Because I think the only, sunless parts of the U.S., I think, are Alaska. Just polar day from mid-June to mid-July. Oh, okay. Chilling, you have Thursday, Saturdays off, so I got to go back tomorrow, unfortunately. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I mean, if you're used to it, there's probably nothing to apologize for, but... sure. I have a couple false temples. Let's throw down Conquer Tower. Oh. I said we're gonna do all this Grand Brewery stuff, and then I didn't buy any Grand Breweries. Let's throw down a cemetery over here. Let's also throw down a turtle. Yeah, turtle should be fine. Gotta pay for these kids. Yeah, I got you, man. That's fine. What about this? Just movement speed and damage. You know what? Let's roll the dice here. Minion affixes on this build. Nothing better. Did I see Path of Exile 2's launch date? Yeah, when did they announce that? That's what I want to know, because when I watched Rax's video, I watched it yesterday, he made it sound like we already knew that was going to happen, and then Last Epoch announced theirs. Because Rax, he was just like, yo, can we like have some sort of a ceasefire? Can you guys just like space it out a little bit? He's like, I want to be able to enjoy both games. Okay. Oh, yeah, so that's what I'm curious about. Oh, if Path of Exile 2 had launched early August, you would have played? Yeah, I mean, that's what... I figured they were going to launch in August, but it would have been earlier in August. But they're like, no, let's launch it a week after. Oh yeah, I got locked. Full release for PoE 2. That's a lot of nuts. Yeah, that's a lot of nuts. Yeah. Full release of PoE 2 has not been announced. Just huge update in August. Well, it's not the full release. G Money, you are correct. You are correct. I misspoke. The update that's coming out. Rax made it sound like we knew that the new update was going to be in August. I feel like we all could have guessed that because they both launched in April, 4 months later. But it does feel like Path of Exile, at least, has gone a little out of their way to launch their league a week after Last Epoch. I mean, I don't know if there's any malice here. Yeah, that's how I feel, Reef. That's how I feel, man. Spend some time, cook the game a little bit more. No idea about intent, but there's definitely a lot of coincidences. Well, we knew they would probably be close to each other because the last one, they were 2 weeks apart, right? But I think most people figured it would be Path of Exile 2, then Last Epoch. But Last Epoch announces their date, and I don't know if Path of Exile 2 already had their date announced. I don't think so. Like I said, I found it confusing that in Rax's video, he made it sound like, well, we already knew it was going to be near the end of August when it came to Path of Exile 2. I mean, I didn't. bugs me because I think Ellie deserves the spotlight. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. At this point, though, considering how bad Dawn of the Hunt went, it was Dawn of the Hunt, right? Considering how bad 0.2 went for grinding gear games, like, I don't know if Last Epoch's got anything to worry about. Yeah, they get to release a week earlier, and then, you know, people could potentially go over to Path of Exile too, but considering how the last update was received, they might not have anything to worry about. Yeah, I'm not behind there in the analytics department. It could have worked out for both companies if Path of Exile 2 had released like 2 weeks before. I think it's because they want to... I think Grinding Gear Games is trying to get into a good rhythm to release content for both Path of Exile and Path of Exile 2. And so they got something going on at the beginning of August for Path of Exile. And then they're going to be doing something later on for Path of Exile 2, which we now know is August 29th. And then I'm trying to think. Never a good idea, right? I'm trying to think. I think they said that Grinding Gear Games said that in December they're gonna be releasing a Path of Exile 2 update. That's what Rax was saying. He was saying he hopes that he's saying that he hopes that Last Epoch will launch their new update in January. But he also said, you know, he understands if they don't, because I mean that's going to be December. That's going to be a lot of, you know, people who are on Christmas break, winter break, that sort of thing. Oh, it's because I got the Shrine Haste effect. 178 movement speed. Holy frick. Oh, Prismatic Shrine boosts everything. Okay, cool. Like I didn't remember being that fast before. That's a lot of nuts. Season 2 LE brought so many players, and I hope Season 3 does the same, though. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'll still be here. I'll still be here. Think we can hit 100K in Season 3 like players? I think so. I'm pretty sure all the streamers and everybody are probably going to be like, hey, let's go check out Last Epoch for a couple days before Path of Exile 2. Hey, yo, Void, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Same. You just love the end game. Me too. You don't think it'll beat Season 2 hype? That's true. I don't think it will either. I think Last Epoch's going to find a good rhythm. Hopefully they can get around 100,000 people back every time. Well, 100,000 people peak. All right, let's not confuse peak with, total players. Because I think there was actually a lot more people who came back, but it peaked at 151 concurrently on Steam. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to have a new pack. That was great. That was great for me, man. You guys went nuts. I'm on the fence about buying this game. You're a Diablo 4 guy. Would I recommend this game? Absolutely. It was 2 million total individual players. That's what I thought. Yeah, I absolutely would, Void. What do you want to know about the game? That contrast between this and Diablo 4? Is there anything specifically, or just a general, curiosity? I'm excited to buy the next supporter pack. Well, hey, yo, G Money, remember to use my Nexus.gg storefront whenever the next supporter pack comes out. So I'm guessing you played Diablo 4. Yeah, I've played Diablo 4, Void. I enjoyed Diablo 4. After the expansion pack, though, I haven't really touched it. I just get burned out with the end game grind, same rotation over and over again. Okay. So you're wondering, is it better over here? Okay, well, let me give you a little thing. So this number up here, I'm in an in-game portion called Empowered Monoliths. And it can get a little samey, but there's some variety here. The idea is you're trying to push corruption to meet, and you do that by doing like these little maps, right? You do like these little echoes, right? You do like these little echoes, and they have like random objectives and stuff like that. And essentially you're trying to push out, right? You're trying to push out and find these little platforms right here, these little Dorito platforms. And when you defeat the boss of these little Dorito platforms, you increase your corruption, which increases your difficulty. The difficulty is endless in this mode. So this number can go to infinitude. So that gives you an idea. So the variety that was introduced into the game, because it used to be that was the end game. You would just push out. You would just, go in one direction, fight this, push corruption, bam, whatever, farm, that sort of thing. The new feature that got introduced is this whole faction called the Woven Faction, and allows you to actually put down your own custom echoes. Well, sort of. You don't get to customize the echoes themselves a ton, but you can kind of pick and choose which ones you want to do and customize your experience a bit more. And with that, you have an entire tree. How's the gear farm? The gear farm is pretty good. I would say the crafting is very on point. One thing I'll point out right now, as somebody who's played Diablo 4 and I felt the pain, you can have up to 200 stash tabs, and you get these stash tabs by buying them with in-game currency. You cannot pay the developers to give you stash tabs. And you can have up to 200. You can completely customize it. All right, so I'm going to click on it. I'm going to, this is a relic stash tab. I'm going to say, I want to put relics in here. I want it to be of this variety. And I'm going to customize how this looks. Bam. So Last Epoch has a system when it comes to gearing. Your in-game builds are going to look kind of something like this. You're either going to typically end up using purples, which is something you can craft on. You're looking for these affixes. Do you see this purple affix right here? It says it's tier 7 underneath it. It drops only. You look for it. Think of that like a think of it like a greater affix from Diablo 4. So you're on the hunt for these sorts of pieces of gear with that affix on there. And then the crafting system looks like this, right? You have 40 forging potential. That's the most you can craft on here, and there's a little bit of RNG involved. So, yeah, I'll get to that in a second, Saphicus. So, here's this piece of gear. I'm running a build. I'm running a melee build, right? So maybe I want like some sort of, melee attack speed. Well, I got this affix here that's in the way. So there's a couple different things I can do about this. I can just upgrade this affix. I could chaos it, which means I roll it into something else. I could attempt to seal the affix, which I can only do once per item if I successfully seal. And that could create room. So let's see if I can seal this affix using this currency. I'm unable to seal it, so let's see if I can roll this. Okay, critical strike chance is fine. It used some of my forging potential, right? You might not be able to see this, but down here at the bottom, my face is kind of blocking. Right here at the bottom, it says crafting successful. You use 13 forging potential. Just so we're aware, you're aware, you cannot fail a craft, so to speak. There's no like, I want to roll this and then it says craft. Nothing happens and you lose for it. None of that happens, but it could go wrong. It could go wrong for you. You could, especially if you're doing what I'm doing, which is, re-rolling affixes into something else. You might not get an affix that you want. Nonetheless, this is how you craft on items in the game. This is how you craft on these purple items. Now, I'm using something called legendaries. So all legendaries start off as uniques. Okay, what's the last bit you heard, Void? Oh, you're welcome, man. I don't do it all the time, and it's been a while, so hey, congratulations. All right. Okay, so let's go back to this item. Oh, I beat you to it, Saphicus. You hang on to that. You hang on to that energy. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so it used forging potential, right, on the craft, and I was able to randomly roll this affix. Now, you don't necessarily always have to do that. If it's an affix you already want, you can just upgrade it. I got something called a critical success. So what happens is it upgraded this, and since it was a critical success, it didn't use any forging potential, and then it upgraded another affix on the piece of gear. That could be good or bad. This isn't a crafting tutorial. This is just to give you a taste of the crafting, right? So your in-game builds are probably going to look like a combination of like these purples and then these things right here. So these are legendaries, and they become legendaries by a couple different ways. But the most common way is that you craft on it, right? So before it could be a legendary, it has to be a unique, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to find an example right here. So yes, let's stick with the gloves. Let's stick with the gloves, right? So I have something called Keeper's Gloves. No, it's not an uber unique after you craft on it. It's a unique that can become a legendary. I mean, I guess you could say that there's uber uniques in the game that are rare uniques that are desirable. I don't know if it's going to be anything like an uber unique from Diablo 4. So let's take this pair of gloves, for example. It has something called 3LP on it. What 3LP means is that if I wanted to, I could combine this unique with a purple like this. When I do that, it becomes a legendary. Here's a few legendaries that I have. Right? And so there's a few uniques in the game that are actually pretty rare. And it's hard to get any like LP on them. I'm using a couple of these. These are some pretty. These two right here would be an example of an uber unique. I would say. Showing LP, but not with a 4 LP Keeper's Gloves. Ah, come on, Reefer, Kappa. These two right here, they drop from a boss in the game called Uber Aberoth. He's a pretty tough. He's pretty much most people's goal is to defeat him. I did with another character, and so I was able to use this. I was able to craft these. These are pretty rare. So the idea is to try and find desirable uniques for your build, or just a good purple, and slot that in. Right? Purples have their function here, but uniques, especially in this season, have been very strong. So you're able to combine that. If you ever played Diablo 2 and you remember the charm system, there's a whole section over here called idols, and they work just like the charms from Diablo 2, right? They give you this passive little bonus, and you just slot them in right here. So yeah, this is something that you can do to try and further customize your build. Same with the legendaries, right? You get something like a Titan Heart, and then you combine it with something that you're looking for to customize your build. And then everybody was talking about the skills. Here's what I think one of the best, if not best, features of last Epoch is in this system right here. So I'm playing something called a Sentinel. There's 5 classes in the game. Sentinel is one of those classes. They can specialize into 3 masteries: Void Knight, Forge Guard, or Paladin. I'm playing a Void Knight right now, but you can kind of dip into some of the passive trees, right? So here's the Sentinel passive tree. You choose a mastery, and then you can invest your points. Here's this whole mastery tree. You can also dip into both Forge Guard and Paladin if you're a Void Knight, for example, to further customize your build, but you can't go all the way to the end, right? You can't go all the way to the end if you're not mastered into it. This chain pops up, and it kind of prevents you from going any further. So you got to choose your mastery well. So as a Void Knight, I get access to these skills as a Void Knight, plus anything that I dip into the Paladin and Forge Guard with, which in this case, I could use Healing Hands from the Paladin. I also can use all these. Now, here's the creme de la creme, all right? You forgot rerolling prophecies? Yes. Here's the creme de la creme. You might notice that some of these skills that are right here are also appearing up here, and they have these numbers. Each skill has its own unique skill tree to further customize what each individual skill does. You can completely change it from what it originally did. This skill right here, Void Cleave, yeah, exactly. Void Cleave normally is you just kind of sweep out in front of you and smack some people in front of you. That is Void Cleave. Now, the way I have Void Cleave, it is a traverse. It's a dash. I use it as a dash. This skill, Erasing Strike, normally you just hit the ground and kind of cause a boom, and then it goes on cooldown. But because of the skill tree, I've removed the cooldown, and now I can just spam it. And so I've created this whole build around this thing called Erasing Strike. Yeah. So you can specialize in up to 5 with its own unique skill trees, and you can customize what each build does. Exactly. There's more to the game, Void, but I think, yeah, that's actually been one of Last Epoch's greatest strengths. Even in times when the content's been a little dry, people just enjoyed making different classes in different builds and experiencing the game through that. It's very intuitive. One of the strongest aspects of Last Epoch. I have done... How many builds have I done this season? That's a lot of nuts. Yeah. How many builds have I done this season, chat? Probably like 8 or 9. And it's all been on Sentinel. Starting on Monday, I'm going to be playing my first non-Sentinel class of the season because I've just been, experiencing all these Sentinel builds. So hopefully that helps answer some questions for you, Void. You have 8 Sentinels, yeah. Also, respecking in the game is pretty easy. Do I ever play a mage type? I typically don't play mages, but mages are in the game. There's a whole mage class here. Let me show you. There's a whole mage class. So let's create a new online character. Right. All right. So we got the Sentinel. We got the Rogue. Now, you can't really customize what your character looks like Diablo 4. That could be a bit of you can't really customize what the model looks like. You can customize the armor with cosmetics. This is the mage class. They can be a sorcerer, a spellblade, or a rune master. You then got the primalist. This is what I'm going to be playing. Yeah, me neither. This is what I'm going to be playing on Monday. I'm going to be playing the primalist. You can choose a beastmaster, a shaman, or a druid. I'm going to be playing a druid. Yeah. Because they got this werebear form. They could also do like a Spriggan or a Swarmblade. So on Monday, I'm going to be playing a primalist. And I'm going to specialize into druid. Druid and GA4 and D4 are janky. Yeah, I'll say there's a little there's a touch of jank here. But it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to be playing a werebear that's going to be casting tornadoes from the shaman class. It's going to be great. And then there's the acolyte. The acolyte could be a necromancer, a lich, or a warlock. So yeah. Warlock is cool. Warlock is cool. If you ever played Diablo 3, Warlock is like Witch Doctor. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, these are all the different options available to you. So, I'm playing a Void Knight. This skin, like this armor right here, these are cosmetics. That's pretty much the only thing you can buy in the game is cosmetics. So, yeah, I kind of bling out a little bit. Yeah, so Void, hopefully that oh hey, what's up, Snyder or Spider over on YouTube? You own a ton of cosmetics on D4? Yeah. I own my fair share of cosmetics on Diablo 4 as well. You've been having a blast with shield throw? That sounds pretty cool. Let's do this. Yeah, it's on Steam. I don't know if you live in the United States. If you live in the United States, you could actually use my storefront. Oh, oops. Yeah, you can use my storefront right here. So it'll cost the same price as whatever it is on Steam right now, even if there is a sale. I get a kickback, and it gives you a code for Steam. Oh, summer sale ended? Oh, well. So if you are interested, you can do that. If not, like I know some people, they already got like, you know, money already loaded into their Steam account. You can't use that, but so I try and plug that when I can, because, you know, it can help in the long run. I need the turtle. Do I know if there's controller support? Answer is yes. As controller support, and I don't typically play with controller, but it works pretty well. Founder of the studio actually has really bad carpal tunnel syndrome, so the game was designed. The game was designed to work really well. Like, so I just plugged in my controller, instantly works. Yeah, that works too. Talk about sweetening the deal. Yeah. It's kind of weird to play this build on here. Okay, well, this build works pretty well with controllers, guys. I'm done with Volcanus. It's a mid weapon. Hey, man, I give you credit for trying to make it work. Volcanus is always like one of those cool weapons to find while you're leveling, especially if it's like your first character of the season or if you play like solo character found. BRB? Oh, absolutely, man. So, Spider, what kind of shield throw build are you doing? Is it just straight up shield throw, or are you doing like some sort of bleed shield throw? Or you know, anything else? You got to 400C and killed Aberoth. It took 13 minutes with 2 Harbingers, but at least it was possible. I mean, I give you credit. I give you credit for pulling it off, but yeah, that does sound pretty long. Okay, this has been controllers with bike. Compared to 8-minute Uber Abbey kill, yeah, it was exhausting, I bet. Okay, let's go pick up some Graham Brewery stuff. There we go, 14. Hi, what up, Tilron? How's it going, man? Trying to get some better gear. I'll do a few attempts, not holding my breath. I think the last thing, the most important thing I need is cleanse. I need some sort of cleanse on my belt. Even then, I don't know if we got what it takes. Do I use Vengeance to gain mana back? Well, I mean, it can. It's not fast enough compared to Void Well. Vengeance is more there for the 20% more damage bonus. right? That's active for 2 seconds. It's also for the 26% less damage taken and 50% increased armor because I need it. And then we're able to gain some Void Essence on hit with Vengeance. And even though it's not a ton of damage, because we're not structuring it this way, we can, at least for the very first Erasing Strike we use after using Vengeance, it'll do 45% more damage. Nice, thank you. You're very welcome. Okay, we got a couple 2 LPs here. See if we can't get some better ones. Farsight Turtle, sure. Let's do it. Let's do it, chat. Hey, what's up, Oak? I tried the Vengeance affix that gains mana when you hit enemies and it turn you on infinite Erasing Strike mod. So you're using it like the Judgment build? Oh, Tilron, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Exactly. Oh, okay. And you think that that's working pretty well for you? I have enough mana that I can not necessarily infinitely do this, but I can do it for huge spurts. Turning Vengeance into Mana Strike? Yeah, sounds like it. Okay. Was it a good roll? Yeah. I'm actually... I think that's it. Yeah, what build are you doing now, Oak? Are you kidding me? These are all like virtually the same exact roll. He's like, look for yourself. Look for yourself. The gent we raided after your stream last night was talking about that belt as well. The Brewmaster's Buckle. Yeah, it's a good belt. It's a good all-around belt. Seriously. There we go. Okay, I'll keep it because it's health. Oh, yeah. Let me just do this. Sleepy Bike. Yeah, Bike was up late last night drinking. How much did I drink? Oh God. Yeah. I knew the moment I lifted the bottle, I'm like, oh, frick. Bike fought the brewmaster himself, yeah. Yawns with Bike the past couple streams. Guess work has been hectic with the other cook on vacation. Yeah, something like that. Poor bike. Ah, it's fine. I look kind of drained. It's because I did it to myself, you know? I stayed up too late drinking. It's not from work. Normally, I'd sleep pretty well, but I was just like, yeah. Reliving the college days, I guess. Thinking about Smite VK now, wanting to make a paladin, but I have 3 paladins. You're like, nah, let's just do it. Let's do it with a Void Knight, huh? This guy. I outdrank the entire Phi Beta Kappa back in 2004. Yeah, that was me. Back when I was 16. This is after I was a respected drug mule for Pablo Escobar. Again, yawns with bike. How many forge cards do you got, Saphagus? Yeah, how many do you got, man? Oh, thank you very much, Void. You only got a couple bucks till payday. I got you. I understand, man. No worries, Void. Money well spent, man. Other than the two-handed weapon and a shield change, is there something that makes Forge Guard fun to play? Forge Guard just has a lot of armor. So that's always kind of fun going into it with this whole, you know, tank vibe. They just have some issues compared to Void Knight and they just have some issues compared to Void Knight and Paladin. Yeah, they have the most minion support. Oh god. No. I mean, there are pets in the game, but the devs have repeatedly said they don't want to do that. It's going to start a sleep noise ASMR channel. Yeah, about that. Snores with bike. Jeez. Ugh. Check it out. That was a 2 LP yawn right there. Oh god, again, man. I'm trying not to. I think it's rude. Oh, by the way. Yeah, what's up, Oak? You dropped 2 red rings today, man. That's incredible. What do we got here? Tier 6. Oh, man. Terrible. Terrible, man. I got like an energy drink and a coffee right next to me, man. It's, Movement speed is the most addictive drug in ARPGs. I would have to agree, Air Dragon. Get yourself a couple energy drinks. No, I'm just trying to have a couple because, I mean, anybody who remembers the Viper Tail debacle knows that I'm just going to need to have a bunch on hand. Trying to get cleanse and an affix that you're looking for is just rough. Huh. How's the group play? It's good. I typically prefer to play solo, but it's good. What was my old energy drink sponsor? Dubby. I don't think I made a single sale with Dubby. The main problem is I can't. Yeah, I can't. I normally can't drink Dubby because I stream on the weekends. Otherwise, I'd be up, right? So I guess right now would be the perfect time. But since I just wasn't drinking, I don't have a. I mean, I might have some on hand. Today would be a great day to, you know, try and showcase the power of Dubby, but it's just, it's like one of those things. It's like cool to offer that, but I just can't really market it that well, unfortunately. Yeah, and that's the sad thing about it. I liked it. Right? I liked Dubby. It worked great. It's just, you know, it's really effective. It's not something I could just drink every day. Kind of a bad look. I got this can of G Fuel here, right? You know, drink Dubby as I'm drinking G Fuel, you know. So I got that can of G Fuel from like the dollar store or something. I don't really drink the energy drinks that much. That's been sitting in my fridge for like a month now. Today was the day I decided to use it. Yeah, the Petrine one, that one was good too. They had a couple different flavors. I picked up the Sonic one. This one's the Naruto one. I don't know what other one I picked up. Erased. You just like coffee better? I like coffee better as well. An energy drink every once in a while is usually good for me. If I drink them all the time, I just kind of get used to them and it doesn't really do much. Coffee, it's just for me, it's just the experience, right? The smell. You know, you smell it while it's brewing, the aroma. You can customize it with all sorts of different, like, you know, syrups if you want. I typically drink it black. And then you got the different roasts and flavor profiles you can get there. You know, like what am I feeling today? Do I want a lighter roast? Different flavor profile, go that way. I like a good dark roast or like a medium dark roast. So Starbucks Pike Place is pretty good. Starbucks Italian roast is pretty good. I like Pete's Major Dickinson a lot. They're pretty good. The Big Bang from Pete's is also quite nice. Costco's own brand of coffee is pretty good. They have a house blend. Just a lot of good different options out there. And I'm a bit of a snob, so, well, not really. But I do like to have a nice cup of coffee that the beans were ground right before you have it. I have ADH bringing. You can drink 2 cups and go to bed. We're gonna get you a coffee sponsor one of these days, big guy. Yeah, man, I would promote the snot out of it. Especially if they sent me, like, you know, different kinds of coffee every month. K-Cups with Mike. Macchiato Mondays. There you go. Yeah, now you're cooking with gas, man. Though, like I said, I like a good black coffee, a macchiato every once in a while, that sort of thing. Let's see. Do I have any Dubby? Oh, here we go. Huh. No, so I got a canister of Dubby. There we go. Very nice packaging. I'm pretty sure this is the same canister I've had for a while. It smells good, but it's kind of clumpy. It's kind of clumpy. It probably still might taste a little off, but it's probably would still do the job. So, yeah, this might be tomorrow's secret weapon. This is the fruit punch flavor. Yeah, yeah. This is a mix it yourself. Yeah, W. They got all sorts of different options. Well, what I liked about it, Air Dragon, is Folgers with bike. Oh, God. I mean, if somebody gave me a cup of coffee and it was Folgers, I would still drink it and not say anything because somebody gave me a cup of coffee, but Folgers would not be my first pick. What I liked about W is they sourced all the caffeine from coffee. And since I already drink a ton of coffee and I'm used to the way coffee is, you know, W just kind of folded in just right. The thing is, you gotta have to kind of experiment with it since it's a brew your own. There'll definitely be times where I only do like a half of a scoop or maybe a full scoop. It really depends. You could go a little overboard. It's kind of the beauty of having the powder. Yeah, they keep sending me stuff like, hey, we got some new flavors. Check them out. We drink community coffee. What's community coffee? Is that like a brand? I've never heard of it. I've heard of the TV show Community. That's a good sign right there. I go to the grocery store that has a grinder and grind my own. Okay. Right, don't overload on vitamin D. Vitamin B, I got you. Here in Baton Rouge. Okay. You pick the bean and grind into a bag. The aroma is definitely part of the experience. It's one of the main reasons why I like grinding my own beans before brewing it. Just the entire, just the smell. Plus, I do like my beans ground a particular way. My wife knows how I like the beans, so she typically grinds them, unless I'm nice and unless I'm lazy or nice and I just buy some pre-ground coffee. Oh, here we go. This is good. Okay, so we got 2. My parents swear by it, and they're coffee snobs. They said after you drink it, other coffees just taste weak. This was the coffee one of the people I used to room in college always wished they could find here. Wish you could find it here in Michigan. Well, can you order it online, Oak? You said community coffee, right? Let's see. Can we find a community coffee? Thank you so much for the likes over on YouTube. Community coffee. #1 family-owned coffee brand in America. Yeah, they got an entire website. Find a store. Oh my gosh. They sell community coffee right down the road from me at the military commissary, where I do not have access, unfortunately. For those who don't understand, I'm a civilian employee for the federal government and live in military housing, but I do not have access to the commissary. That is for active duty, spouse, or retired military, not for federal employee like myself, even though I work for the military. Yeah, they got a bunch of stuff over there at the commissary. Oh man, that's unfortunate. That I would have added that to the list. Well, thank you for your service, 10-year Army vet here. Oh, well, thank you for your service, Void. Yeah, I've been working for the military for 13 years now. I'm a cook at a child development center. Maybe you can get a buddy to pick you up. I probably could, Oak. That's a good point. I at a child development center, I know some of the military personnel. Ask the colonel next time he's doing there was at one point that they were gonna do they were thinking about, as a way to entice people to work for the military, they were thinking about giving federal employees access to the commissary. They were asking, would we use it? And I'm like, dude, it's the closest grocery store if it happens. Yeah, just having the option would be cool. Just because the grocery store is not too far away. And a bunch of us said, yeah, we would, but I don't think they ever did. They opened up the military gas station so we could for a little bit. So we were able to go to the military gas station and get gas, but then they restricted that one again. Not exactly sure why. I could ask the colonel next time I see him. The garrison commander. He likes to come by and visit the center like once a month. Reasons? Yeah. Possibly. I don't wish to speculate. The thing is, like, out here, the military, the garrison commander is a colonel. And every 2 years, they change colonels. They get PCS out, right? So every 2 years, we get a new colonel. And so one colonel can institute something, and then the next one could be like, that's not working for us right now, and then, that sort of thing. So I'm thinking one colonel instituted this, then the next one came in and was like, no, we're going to do things a little bit different this time, that sort of thing. Does it count as working for the military? When I make missile parts and things for the Department of Energy's National Security Campus that I have no idea what go to because it's classified? Okay, so let me break that down. Does it count as working for the military when I make missile parts and things for the Department of Energy? Possibly, but like it sounds like right now bro, that you're a contractor. I'm actually employed by the government to work for the military. I'm not a GS, I'm a NAF. Yeah, because there is contract work. Might want to check and see if you can get into the commissary, bro. Also, if you pay at the pump at the gas station, you get gas at the one down the street from us. I use the gas station a number of times, and I'm a contractor. Right. Yes, because Tilron works for the government. For those who don't know, Master Chu Choi, Tilron, I know him. We live in the same area. I'm a federal employee for the government. He's a contractor for the government. So essentially, he works for a company that has a contract with the federal government, and then through that contract, Tilron is hired. He receives whatever he needs to do for that, and so he works for the military via a company, thus contractor. I technically work for the Department of Defense. Yeah. Opening up the commissary has been floating around for a while. Reasons are a little office politics. Yeah, for the most part. I think it's also a concern that they want to make sure that they have enough supply to supply the families of military personnel before opening it up. I think they would be fine. I think they would be fine. FK for a bit, gonna get some grub. Catch you later, bro. Also do stuff for Nvidia, Intel, yada yada. Yeah. Okay, there he is. Gonna bounce for a bit too. Catch you later, Oak. Classified parts are funny because they don't have actual part names because classified, so they get code names. That makes sense. Bike, have you done a VK Smite build before? Yes, I have. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. I appreciate it. That's disappointing. So I type in Void Knight Smite and my own video doesn't even... Whoa. Hold up. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it popped up. Okay, hold on. No, I see my face in somebody else's content. So fire. Fast. And just like the gold dupe. Items. Just ported. Wait, what the frick? And we are using the good old Polaris. So, okay. So let me send this. Okay, bam. There we go. There's a YouTube video. Who is this person? Who is this person, man? Let's share with the class what I found. What is this? This is old. When did they post this? May 4th, 2024. Buy Babbling Bike. Join us for an epic last Epoch farming session with Void Knight, Smite, Healing Hands, Witness as we conquer the High Health Friday event, unleashing devastation. Streamer, twitch.tv, Babbling Bike. Thanks for the shout out. It looks like they grabbed a piece of my stream. So fire. Bastion, just like the gold dupe. They chose a really boring clip, though. Items. I'm not gonna lie. Just ported. This one is much more serious. I remember the gold dupe. I remember. I thought I discovered the gold dupe, and then we figured out it was off. So fire. Bastion, just like the so okay. I want to know.
And people just, holy fucking shit. And
okay, so I'm not opposed to people, you know, like using clips for my stream or whatever. That's just going to happen. I don't know how I feel about a clip of me appearing on Husky Boost, which is a boosting service. Like, I that's probably why they use the clip. They're probably like, oh, Babbling Bike just found a gold dupe. Let's, you know, showcase the bug report system as I'm like putting it in. They clip a lot of streamers. Scroll down, you'll see Cap and others. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not opposed to people just like, because like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do, right? I take issue with the boosting part. You know what I'm saying? I take issue with the boosting part, but I just don't want to be associated with boosting. But I also don't want to, you know, do the whole Streisand effect. I didn't even know that existed. I didn't even know that existed. What's good, fam? Hey, what's up, Rico? Just join back. What's up? Friday farming. Someone's farming your content. Yeah, somebody was farming my content. Now, full credit. Full credit. They linked to all of my everything there. Like, I appreciate it. I don't have any problems with people just, uploading clips. It's part of social media, right? You're gonna get clipped. If you're gonna be streaming, you're gonna get clipped. And if you try to, take it down, go after people, I mean, it's a major headache. You ever heard of the Streisand effect? I feel like that's what's going to happen. I mean, you're not going to be able to stop it. Now, I don't know how I feel about being associated with a boosting site, but as long as it's clear that somebody just clipped me and uploaded it, whatever. You got to make a buck. I got to make a buck. Let's go out there and make a buck. You don't make it sound like I support your boosting site. But I'm owed the revenue. He got 14 views on a short. He's got 25 subscribers. He's not making any money. Well, I mean, he might be making money off the boosting site, but I want nothing to do with that. All right, what's good, John? What are your thoughts on a rumored Season 3 Lich melee Spellblade type build? I'm going to be perfectly 100% honest. I've never played Lich. I have over 2,000 hours in the game, and I've never played Lich. So my thoughts are that sounds cool for people who might play Lich, potentially. I think they said, like, Necromancer and or Lich is getting a new skill. So I think that's cool. Yeah, there's no way I was surviving that. I don't have cleanse. That's why we're going after these belts. How you doing, Enter the Void? How you doing, man? I think it's a middleman account that creates links SEO will like. The video views to views reported for them as a user is almost 100 times bigger. Good, this is the same. Oh, this is the same Void from Twitch. Oh, okay. I should have realized that. Search engine optimize. I think this is the middleman account that creates links SEO will like. Video views to views reported for them as user is almost 100 times bigger. So, okay, but okay. So they're not necessarily getting views through YouTube, but they might be getting enough views that would be funneling people to their website, right? When you said YouTube, I wanted to like and subscribe. Well, welcome aboard. You can find my build guides over here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Void. Are you still thinking Druid for Season 3 for you after going so hard on Void Knight? No, John, I'm doing Druid on Monday. I always do at least one non-Sentinel class per season. Do they have max roll builds? Yeah. Max roll has last Epoch builds. So here. So my build guides are all available on my channel. There's maxroll.gg. You can check them out. And then you can also check out actionrpg.com. I put my guides on actionrpg.com. What's max roll? ActionRPG.com is run by Aaron Action RPG. He's a content creator. and he invited me and a few other Last Epoch creators to submit guides to his site. So I've been working with Aaron Action RPG on putting some of my guides on his website. I'll probably add this one onto his website. So SEO needs like cross-linking to create relevance. Whether people use the page or watch them, the machine crawls the links and adds relevance based on trusted sources. Would be cool to see you two team up for some LE content videos. Yeah, but here's the issue with that. It could happen. It could happen. It'd be cool if like we could do like a Last Epoch podcast, almost like once a season or whatever. We talk about the state of Last Epoch, but so Aaron Action RPG has been blessed with the fact that he can actually do content creation full time. I'm not in that position. He also lives I believe he lives in a different time zone, like either Mountain or Central Time. I think he said he lives in Idaho, but I don't know if that's Pacific Time. But anyway, it's a different time zone. I live Pacific, and I work full time. So by the time I'm getting home and everything, he's usually wrapping things up. He's Mountain Time. Okay. He is in Idaho. Okay. And that's Mountain Time. All right. So it's just unfortunately our schedules generally don't align. Now, if it was on the weekend, that's different. Idaho gang, yeah. I'm in California. Now, on the weekend, that's a different story. But, you know, Aaron Action RPG is a busy guy. He's also a family man. He manages the website. He's working on his brand. I think the closest we could get to any sort of cross-pollinating content that you're talking about, John, would be like some sort of podcast. Man, it would be really cool if it could be like Aaron Action RPG, Frozen Sentinel, The Curse, myself, and Sladra. I don't really know Sladra. I know he does a lot of Diablo content. But, you know, kind of maybe just the Last Epoch team that have a little discussion. It couldn't be a regular thing. We're all pretty busy. There may be a new guy for LE. Really? Or like I personally don't know anything about this. Do we know? Is this do we have any speculation? Is this a private thing to be announced? You know who it is, but it's not official. Okay, cool. I think it's like 90%. Awesome. Welcome aboard. If it does happen. Obviously, don't want to, you know, no pressure. Oh. That would be awesome. Yeah, John, it could. I think one thing too is like Aaron. Well, I don't know if he's going to keep doing this in perpetuity, but Aaron typically likes to do a subathon at the start of a new season, and if he's going to keep it up, he's probably going to be busy for the first couple weeks of every season doing a subathon. He's skipping season 3. Okay, I can understand that. It's in every. Well, yeah. I can understand that if they're sticking with, the format of every 4 months, it would be really rough. Every 4 months you do a subathon, and if each of those subathons last a month, yeah, like. Okay, let's see what we got. That's not right. Huh. Yeah, there's 2 LP. Does it have to be 2? There we go. It's LP2. So weird. Actually, let's go do a turtle. Let's go do a turtle. Because we might be able to we might be able to pull out some nice ones. Yeah, let's go do a turtle. Okay, so we threw down all those. That's nice. Double T7s, yeah. Oh. It feels like this energy drink's finally starting to work. The turtle of enormous disappointment? Come on, John. Don't do that to me. Don't do me like that. Hope they had an option. Oh, yeah, I already read that one. Yeah, searching double T7s would be nice. Oh, man, don't do me like that. It's a massive, total disappointment. An utter ruin. Wait, nah. Wait, maybe I do want these. What do we got right here? Ooh, okay, I'll take it. Don't ask me. I'm salty. I got a 3 LP once. Yeah, it's true. It's rare. It's rare. Like, I once got a 2 LP Apathy's Maw. I was happy about that. Oh yeah, I also got a 2 LP Black Blade of Chaos. That one was also really nice. Let's do it. It's time for a slam. I'm out, guys. Have a good night. Goodbye, G Money. You take care, man. Let's do it, guys. Slam time. Stand and deliver. Sure, give me that glyph of despair. Oh, yeah. It would help if we, had the Brewmaster. Brewmaster Bugle. Here we go. Welcome back to another episode of Slams with Bike. We have this 2LP Brewmaster's Buckle. Very nice rolls. We're going to be slamming it with this Praetorian Belt. We're going to lock in the health, and we want everything except for the cleanse. Wink, wink. Let's see what happens. I mean, there's no way, cleanse would work out on this belt, right? Cleanse on a belt? Could you imagine? Let's see. I thought I had it for a second. This has been Slams with Bike. I thought I had it. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. Oh, man. So disappointing. Honestly, is this better than my current belt? No. My current belt's pretty loaded. Okay. Remove that one. Last Tuesday was the best day this season. Got 3 LP Flames of Midnight, 2 LP World Splitter, and 2 more 2 LP World Splitters from Turtle, yeah. Let's see. What kind of health?
You serious?
This is actually not a half bad belt in and of itself. Okay, armors, like I said, it's not a half bad belt. Extra potion, okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Right? Add to fail cleanse belt compilation? No. There's no way we would do such a thing. Me and Trader feel gypped. Those blurps were like 2 minutes off. Really? Really? Are they taking that long? What's up with blurps?
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer just
That was disturbing. What in the world? Dude, what is going on? What happened to blurps? Oh no. Okay, let me see. Is there anything I'm able to do for blurps right now? Am I able to like reset it or something? Yeah, sorry folks, we're having technical difficulties right now. Now the stream is fine. We're trying to figure out why blurps aren't fine. All right, let me try. Let me try one more. I don't want to spend too much time on this.
stop it.
Dude, like they just time out. Like I don't even know what's causing it. Here, let me mute it real quick. Play one. Okay, nothing's happening. That's right. Okay. And then let's try that again. That's so good. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, so I'm just gonna have to mute him for now. That's unfortunate. They were working just fine earlier. Okay, well, let's get the music back up. Right. We want. This is actually a pretty good belt. So let's see what we get. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Welcome back to another episode of Slams with Bike. We have this 2LP Brewmaster's Buckle, and we're going to be slamming it with this belt where we have some good affixes. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I know I'm not going to get cleanse on a belt, though, because it never happens. How we doing? We're doing all right, Malric. This has been Slams with Bike. That reverse psychology, baby. I know it's not going to be cleansed because we never get cleansed. Ha ha! Suck it. All right. This has been Slams with Bike. Well, we did it, chat. All right, let's attempt Uber Aberoth a little bit. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. I appreciate it. Let's do some Uber Aberoth attempts. Uberoth's over here. See what happens. Run away! Had to turn on the streamer client to get cleanse on the belt. Yo, Savicus, I thought we had an agreement that you weren't gonna tell anybody about it. Are you serious? I got hit by the triple flail? Oh man, dude, I didn't really like. Wait. Oh, Trader helped us start the big goal. Thank you, Trader. Oh, frick. Yeah, I hit the ground destruction. Jeez, man. It's not like I could see anything. Like, yeah, this lack of armor is just going to seriously screw me up. So we need armor. Okay. Trying to think. If we could get cleanse and health onto a shattered chains, that would be the way to go. But yeah, this serious lack of armor, man. This is painful. Because this is probably second best. If you cannot get, Shattered Chains, Brewmaster's Buckle is probably second best, but by a mile. Shattered Chains is just that good. Right? It's just that good. That much more damage. But I feel like our damage is good. Right? Our damage was going good. It was just it's just the armor. We don't have a lot of armor. Probably a better helmet. And a better Titan Heart. Do I have another 2LP Titan Heart? No, I do not. I don't know if we're going to make it with this build. I think this is going to be kind of like how it was for us on the Judgment build. Just needed a ton of extra refinement. Oh, wow. Just even through the damage reduction, it was just like, you're dead. Honestly, guys, I don't think I would. I don't think I'm going to find this very enjoyable. So let's see if we can make a couple things work. I got some Shattered Chains with no LP. Let's see if we can get them to have some LP with the Nemesis system. I wonder. Okay, cool. I got 1 LP. Let's see if we can get 2 LP. Saves 1 LP. How's it going? Bob's your uncle, huh? Incoming slams a bike. That's right. Don't let them do anything. Remember that, chat. Wait, I gotta run through this to get over to that. For screw that. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be very hyped. I missed the thingamabob. Okay, guys, let's freaking do this. This is what I'm talking about. Welcome back to a very special episode of Slams with Bike. We have a 2 LP Shattered Chains. Yes, I actually found one. We're going to be slamming it with this belt. See what happens. I'll lock in the health. I kind of want to lock in the cleanse, but it's done. It is absolutely done. Oh gosh, guys. I'm nervous. We did it, chat. Mission accomplished. This has been Slams with Bike. Oh my gosh. Chat, we actually did it. Oh. Streamer client! Okay, let's see. Let's see if the blurps want to work.
Stop it.
Nope, they don't work. They don't work still. Oh man, that's unfortunate. That would have been a great blurp moment. All right, guys. All right, let's try and get some more armor. Yeah, we also have to figure out some endurance. Probably, yeah, we probably have to get endurance onto... We'll probably have to get endurance on one of the idols. Because we took the blessing. But we'll actually have to get endurance on one of the idols. Alright, let's just try Uber Aberoth. What? Oh, my toe touched the ground. Frick you. Come on, pal. Frick, man. Let's try it again, chap. You know what? I think I'm gonna give up on Devouring Orb. And we're gonna go back to Healing Hands. Because I mean, we're also missing this halted scourge thing, so we're missing that 10% damage reduction as well as our damage increase. So come over here, grab that. That'll be all well and good. And we can grab the little extra healing. So let's go over here and farm a little bit with it. And then I can go back to using rebuke, so whenever I see something like the triple flail coming, I can just block it. A little extra healing helps sustain through some of the stuff. Okay, that could technically be good enough. What about... physical res? Honestly, we could probably run this. And run that. How much mana are we talking? Oh, wow. There's mana, health regen, mana, elemental resistance. Okay. There we go. Now our armor's back to 65%. Now we just got to worry about endurance. Yeah, we could just put all 10 points right there. Bam. Now we're capped on endurance. Let's see how well this works out. Okay, feels fine. Hold up. Let's go to the champion gate. How you doing, Maurik? How you doing, buddy? I saw your message earlier. I think I responded. I gotta put this back into essence of the end. So we're gonna lose some damage. Okay. All right. Probably one of the nuttiest looking helmets I've ever seen. Holy. Man, Nemesis be cooking sometimes. All right, let's do a couple attempts. Let's see how this feels now. We made a few changes. I still have some concerns. Come on, buddy. Oh, frick. Oh, that was such a good attempt, too, but I didn't see I was standing on top of that slop. All right, let's try again. Oh, I got animation locked. Frick. Come on, pal. Over here. It took a little while. That took a little while. Oh, we already killed her? Nice. Oh, frick. I couldn't move. Oh, I was killed by the entangling roots. Oh, man. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here for tonight. I'm pretty tired. I'm ready to move on to Druid next week, too. These were some good attempts. I had a great time. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be back again on Monday. And let's go ahead and raid Warden. Let's go ahead and raid Warden if you're over here on Twitch. Send you guys over towards Warden of Winter. Looking forward to playing Druid. So anyway, you guys take care. I'll be back again on Monday. We'll be playing Druid. A build guide for this build will be up on Monday as well. So hopefully you guys will be able to check it out. Anyway, I'm Babbling Bike, and hopefully you like what I do here. Possibly follow, possibly like and subscribe if you're over on YouTube. Anyway, you guys take care. Peace out. Say hi to Warden for us. Oh, all right, YouTube. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Build guide for this build will be live on Monday. We did not kill Uber Aberoth. I think the build is more than capable of, but it'd be like the Judgment Paladin all over again. We'd have to just farm for another week, optimizing, and maybe eventually get there. I'm ready to move on. We broke 1,000 corruption. I'm ready to start with something completely different, such as Druid. Anyway, you guys take care. Hopefully I see you on Monday.